get that music out there, that this is a whole other aspect that I don't really want to ignore, but I feel like, having you take care of the video part of it made this possible, because, well, and a lot of people are up against that. I mean, I think there's a lot of people in the business that are up against doing their own thing entirely now, and that's hard, man. And I'm glad for that. I think that, to me, that's, Nashville really does like people that are hard workers. There's no doubt about it. That Nashville is about hardworking musicians, hardworking engineers and producers, and I'm good with that. Yeah. I like it. The image of the musician who's just the partier who's just hanging out and raising hell and drinking and partying is really not what you find in Nashville. I didn't know what to expect when I moved to Nashville, but I certainly didn't expect everybody to be like as great as they are in terms of like every musician, singer, player, songwriter, producer. They're all great at what they do. And then the second layer is like they answer their phones. Right. They call you back. Their car runs. They get there on time. They don't drink too much. They got their charts. I mean, that stuff works in Nashville. And then the third layer that I don't see anyplace else is that there are so many great bass players, so many great drummers, so many great guitar players that when they call somebody who is easy to work with. If you're going to have to hang out on a bus with somebody 10 hours a day, or you're going to be in the studio with them 10 hours a day, you want it to be somebody that isn't going to get on your nerves right away, or somebody that has a dark personality or bad hygiene or no sense of humor. It could be, just be difficult in any way.
And that's the chemistry everybody talks about, Everybody's like, oh, that band's got chemistry. Well, they can tolerate each other.
Yeah, they
very
can
well.
Hang out. They can hang
20
out.
hours a day.
They've learned to leave each other alone part of the day and give each other a little space. Well, and I'm lucky that I do all kinds of different things as a producer and a musician and a teacher. So every day is different for me. So I don't really deal with that a whole lot. I work with the same guys a lot. But it's different to like one day we're on the road for a festival, then the next week we're doing a couple of sessions for different people. So it's not like we're stuck. Yeah. We're trapped doing the same thing day after day, which is great.
Right. All right. So I guess let's talk about this rock version. That was a totally different beast in itself.
Yeah. Well, we decided that might be a little less organic, that we try to put a storyline to it. And so the storyline is sort of, I play the disgusted, hapless guy who his car doesn't run and his bills aren't paid, his car doesn't run, he's hitchhiking and nobody picks him up. And the sort of, to me, the fun part of it is where I buy a really old truck from my friend Richard Trest, who is a great songwriter and a great guy, and runs Richard's Cajun Cafe. I do a little ad for Richard, and it was a great day.
It was a great day.
Working with him, a couple of visits out there to his farm.
Beautiful piece of property.
And towing the truck because it didn't run, with Charles hanging off the back of the truck that ran. Filming me, and it was just fun to do that, and I think that was kind of an adventure that worked really well and turned out to look really good. And then the other part of the adventure was, and once again, Charles came up with the idea of doing a green screen so we could put the band any place, and we built a green screen room in the corner of my carport outside, and it was awesome. I mean, I've done green screen stuff before, but always in a TV studio where they had a thing they just dropped. We were out here taping green screen stuff up to the frame of the carport, It worked, man. It was fun.
Yeah, it did work pretty well. The only thing I would have changed is the wind.
Yeah, the wind was a little weird. I'm still wondering what will happen when we got to this part where the green screen comes down. We got
that's the very end of the video, and I'm going to try to throw Godzilla in there somewhere.
We got to have Godzilla someplace.
At least at the very last.
Someplace Godzilla's got to come in and eat Tokyo. We have to do that.
Now I got to find the year that it's royalty free.
Yeah, that's true. Either that or we'll buy a little Godzilla toy and.
Yeah, there you go. That's what we can do.
We can film it and put it behind us.
Well, let's take a look at this video.
All right, let's see what we got here. There we go. Well, so like here we are. I mean, it's me as the guy whose bills aren't paid, and I'm drinking, and I'm on the phone to somebody that makes me mad or disgusted, and I throw my phone and break it. It's like, luckily I have a bunch of broken phones around here. That's, it seems to be the easy way. I have a different hat in every scene too.
That's great.
That's another thing. If you don't have any hair, you have to have a hat. So, and this all turned out really nice with the green screen. I'm impressed. I think we've got some cool looking stuff going with the green screen. It looks like we're playing on a bent wood.
On a nice bent wood panel.
Like we're in a roller rink or something. I like we have rock star stuff going on here. Oh, and in the storyline, I pack my bag and head out. That's the bag I really carry my PA gear in. And then here I am going to the old van that you almost got killed in.
Yeah, thanks Courtney Adams for she gave me this van to use because we needed a junker. Well, I didn't realize I was actually getting a piece of junk. All the lug nuts on her back tire were completely unscrewed.
Yeah.
And I was driving down the road, broke off her lug nuts.
Here's where I don't get picked up by the hitchhiker.
And I love the throwing down the sign. That's what a great scene.
I'm a great actor. You can just say it. My acting skills come right from the school of the Three Stooges. Definitely, all of my acting skills picked up right there.
And everybody can relate to the Three Stooges, though.
Yeah,
one way or another.
Well, I mean, I definitely have some curly in my DNA, I'm sure.
Oh, here comes Richard.
Oh,
and the truck scene.
Yeah, we got.
Man, this piece of property.
Farm. Yeah, it's really beautiful out there, and just like this.
Oh, Richard. Richard loved it. He
was game, man.
He was in a totally different outfit. And then he disappeared and came back out. And
the farmer
didn't say a word. Just disappeared, came back ready to go.
No, I like the 8-track too. We got the 8-track.
Got the 8-track in there.
The 8-track in. That's good.
There's the rolling shot where you almost died.
Yeah, well, you almost died, I think. Actually, I almost hit you with the truck. This is looking great, man.
It's coming
really
along.
Good. This looks good. And lots of me being towed by it's singing along. I like this. This is.
So what do you like about this rock, the song version itself,
Well, I mean, I think to me, I grew up really in the 60s and 70s, and when I really wanted to be a musician, it was kind of Jimi Hendrix, Jimmy Page, the sort of heavy rock was really popular at the time that I was really interested in learning to play, and I was really taken by the James Gang and Mountain, and later on I branched out and really, I mean, at the point where I loved the Allman Brothers, I wanted to play everything because they had a little bit of country and jazz and blues and all of it, and I kind of got more interested in all kinds of music at that point. But there was a point in time where I really was learning to play where I felt like I was really all about that heavy rock thing. And when I played the band that played that stuff, I was not good.
Yeah.
I was not a good player. And then I kind of moved on beyond it. I've never really gone back and revisited that stuff very much.
No.
And so this version kind of is my take on maybe like what the James Gang and Joe Walsh or Mountain and Leslie West would have done with a song like this.
Mm-hmm.
And luckily, I mean, luckily the guys I play with are all guys that have those reference points and understand that. And in particular, I mean, like the B3 work that Michael Webb did is like he knows that era of music really well and can do that, and got that sound where it's just about ready to blow up.